We actually, we take a lot of cues from the community. It's funny when you think about it. It's like, okay, hey, we get a chance to, influence the community, and actually let the community influence us. And if you look at some of the artwork that we have and on our cans and labels, I mean, it's El Chingon because there's a lot of chingones around here. There's a lot of people doing some really great stuff. For us, it was important to kind of like take our community out to the people. So if you see us at festivals, we have our paleta carts that we go out and pour from. It's kind of taking our side of town out to the folks. So we take a lot of cues from them. We had the first year we're in La Bajada neighborhood. We have a beer called La Bajada Brown Ale. We have a Paletero Pale Ale, El Chingon IPA, El Super B. It has a wrestler mask on it. So there's a lot of cues that we take from the community and let them influence us. And what we can give back is some beer and some fun packaging.
All the cans are flipping upside down. Yeah, so what's happening when they flip to the side, you see that little gun, they're getting a date code on the bottom of the cans. And then it'll come down here, get a lid, send it through, rinse it off, dry it. It'll go through here, and then this last piece is our pack tech. So it's got those two little photo eyes that you can see. It'll count 3 on each side to know it has a total of 6, and then it'll pull them all through. And the edge of the can will grab one of our 6-pack stops, kind of like the lid does right here. Yeah, we're able to go at about 48 cans a minute. We can move pretty quick.
Guys, welcome to Hopped Up Cinema, celebration of movies and beer. I'm Chad the Bartender, your host. We're standing at Four Corners right now. We're gonna take a little look inside, talk to the owners and founders, see what's going on. Come on.
Hey, Chad. How's it going? Welcome to Four Corners.
Guys, I'm sitting here with Zach Petty, the head brewmaster at Four Corners Brewery.
So they've been canning Chingon all day, so all that stuff right there by the line is all fresh packed today.
Tell us how you got into brewing, man.
I worked at homebrew headquarters. My job for 40 hours a week was to help people build recipes, help them troubleshoot, help them get started brewing, those kinds of things. So it was a really good way to, be surrounded by ingredients all the time and help customers out. I had to learn a lot of answers to a lot of questions that I wouldn't have even asked. And, that combined with the fact that, like I told you earlier, I was able to sit down and just eat grains and do stuff like that and be really exposed to ingredients. It's all barley today except for 1 bag of wheat. We use usually 1 bag of wheat in most of our recipes. It gives it a better head retention to it. We've got a lot of really fine cracked grain in here, but there's a lot of whole husk in here too. So it's a balance of what you're trying to find with your grain. Key is get as much sugar as possible while moving as fast as possible. So we're gonna mix it with hot water. Our goal is by the time we get all the water and grain mixed together, that we want it about the consistency of loose oatmeal. So if you think of a not super dry oatmeal bowl, but it'll have a little water into it, we're looking for about that consistency. And we're looking for a temperature of about 150 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now, how'd you begin working at Four Corners?
Well, I started here as a volunteer, actually. I knew all the brewers because I would sell them their pilot ingredients when they were working out their recipes, and so I would ask, do you have any volunteer opportunities? And everybody said that we'll put you on a list and call you if we need you. This is the only place to tell me to just show up. So that's what I started doing. We have a different vibe here because I didn't know a lot of people at the time that were willing to leave their brewing job they already had to come here, where it's kind of uncertain.
Yeah.
But I knew a lot of home brewers looking to break into the industry, and they knew how to work hard and they knew how to make a beer, and that's what I needed at the time. So I think it was good in the end because now we have a group of people that are just completely dedicated here. We all came up here, we all have seen this place grow. We have a really good group of guys here.
Now let's talk about this Firkin here.
Yeah.
The base is the last keg of this beer that you guys
Yeah, it's the last slim of Mas Chingon that we had, and so we were able to rack that into a Firkin. We added some Chinook and some Columbus hops to it because, since we're pairing it with open smoke, we wanted an extra dank beer and we wanted to make it extra dank. So you can't have an up and smoke, premiere with something malty. It's gotta be hops. And when I worked at homebrew headquarters, every once in a while, it'd be a guy and his buddy. There'd be one guy really interested in brewing and his buddy just following around. And we'd show him the hop fridge, we'd open it up, and then inevitably the buddy would start whispering to him, and we were like, yes, they are related. And we had to let them know that, yes, hops and weed are related. They're in the same family. They're cousins.
They're cousins, yeah. Well, I hope that the hops are in this Firkin are just like when we open the doors of this theater, that it just like people can smell it for like the rest of
It should be a potent combination. I think we got that established. So,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Zach, man, thank you, homie.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. This is delicious, by the way.
Thank you.
Guys, that was really fun. I really had a good time at Four Corners Brewery. I hope you are already enjoying their beer. And once you drink that Firkin, there is no Mas Chingon.
That's like going to be the lore of this brewery, is who actually found that first and thought it was a good idea.
It wasn't me, I can tell you that.
It was me.
Yeah.
The reason they came up with it was for the 2012 World Cup. So obviously at a World Cup game, we know what soccer fans are like. Bottles are out of the question. So they like to do cans. Well, even with the traditional style can, you can put batteries, rocks, whatever in there, and you still throw that can and make it pretty,
Make a
painful.
statement, yeah.
So they came up with the 360 lid idea because if somebody put something in it, tried to throw it, it would just fall out. The unintended part of that was that it's perfect for craft beer. You open it, you can smell it, you can see it.
Yeah, by the lake, by the pool. Yeah, not having
And that's what it came down to us, is we were at a point where we're going to move into like actually packaging beer. We're in kegs kind of year 1.5, and it was bottles or cans, and we just thought about it. It's like, well, in Texas we hang out at the tailgate or the river or the backyard, and you want a can of beer around. So if we could take the full craft beer experience of actually the product side and take it to maybe those places, we thought that was a winner.